Hello everyone, this is the Human Mechanism. My next review is actually going to be the Elite Force 118 scale P-51D Mustang. However, since the nation of Cameron Browning has shown interest in purchasing the Elite Force Hind, I think it's only fitting that I review that first. For fans of BBI's Elite Force line, the first thing you probably notice is that it strays off the beaten path. BBI's Elite Force is known for very realistic, very detailed 118 scale models. This is not one of those cases. So some Elite Force fans might be a little bit discouraged when it comes to purchasing this vehicle. The target audience of this vehicle is more towards kids and not towards adult collectors. However, the fact that there's a roughly G.I. Joe scale Hind at all is cool on its own. Anyone who is a military enthusiast would know what a Hind is. It's the coveted flying tank of the helicopter world. And considering this is not Elite Force's area of expertise, this vehicle exemplifies that image pretty well. As you can see, this chopper is armed to the teeth with 4 sets of rocket pods and 2 sets of 2 Stinger missiles on the wingtips. The rocket pods do fire, but they're not spring-loaded. It's one of those dealies where you have to press the rocket from the back and it gives way. Personally, I like to leave the rockets out. Now, before I move on, I should probably mention that my Elite Force Hind underwent some customization. Originally, this vehicle only had 2 rotor blades. However, I swapped out the original rotor blades with the rotor blades from the Power Team Elite Little Bird. And even though the rotor blades don't spin as freely as I'd want them to, due to an accident with some superglue, I'm still pleased with the result, as the vehicle now looks a lot more realistic. Now, we get 2 figures with this chopper. The first one is the pilot, which is a terrible Chap May-like figure with T-crotch articulation, and the other is a repaint and slight retooling of the M1A1 Abrams Commander. In terms of accessories, we get an M249 squad automatic weapon with a tripod, an AT-4 with a scope, a Stinger missile launcher, and last but not least, a motorcycle. The canopy, of course, does open, revealing a fair amount of detail on the inside. However, the downsides are this strange turquoise green color, as well as the fact that it only holds 1 figure. The real Hind is a 2-seater helicopter. The entire left side of the helicopter opens, revealing a minigun, as well as a grappling hook system taken straight from the G.I. Joe Tomahawk/Eaglehawk. Now, one thing worth noting is that this is actually a repaint of the Elite Force Combat Command Counter-Strike Assault Helicopter, which was released circa 2005. However, while that had electronic sounds, the more recent Hind does not. However, some remnants from the former can be seen on the latter, such as a switch on the tail of the helicopter, as well as a battery compartment on the bottom. So, overall, if you're looking for a G.I. Joe scale helicopter and you can look past all of the proportional differences from the actual vehicle, with a little bit of work, this helicopter can be fantastic, and it would make a perfect October Guard vehicle. Now, this isn't exactly my favorite vehicle from BBI. I'm more of a fan of their realistic vehicles. However, when you have a market that's oversaturated with American vehicles, not that there's anything wrong with that, I can definitely see why a Russian helicopter would be appealing. It definitely stands out, and overall, it's a really good vehicle. So, with that said, the BBI Elite Force Hind has the Human Mechanism seal of approval. See y'all later.